Hi everyone, welcome back to another edition of the Velvet Lounge Life, and I am going to do part 2 of my dressing room redesign, and I will not give you a lot of history on it. You can watch the previous videos, which will be linked down below in the description, as well as I will link other videos like people who sort of inspired me. First of all, I was inspired to do this redesign by this lady. She goes by the Closet Historian because she went through her room and her closet and she did very little weeding out. She did actually quite a bit initially. And then what she did is really a big reorganization. And I was like, you know what? I want to enjoy my dressing room a lot more. And she doesn't have a dressing room, but I am lucky enough to have one, and I just felt as if I wasn't appreciating it enough, and therefore I decided, based upon that influence, to go ahead and roll up my sleeves and redesign this room to something that not only do I enjoy storing my clothing and such in, but that I also enjoy just coming and sitting down and relaxing in. Like, I could read a book in here. I have a couple areas for seating, so we'll start there. You already saw this gorgeous chair that I love, this century modern style chair. I sit there, I can look out the window. Let's see what's going on outside. Beauty, nature, that's what's going on. Spring has sprung for sure. Our last snow has occurred. Oh, and I could be nosy and see what the neighbors are doing. Also, I have seating here. This bench, it was in another room. It's actually a storage box as well, which is why I also chose it for this room. And it was, I'm going to say a pine wood, I think. And what I did is I sanded it and I painted it, and yeah, I have storage in there, which are some of my old dolls from when I was a teeny tiny tot, as well as purses are in there and a couple pairs of boots. Yes, you guys know I am going to squeeze in a couple pairs of boots wherever I can. And the pillows, my grandmother made this pillow for me. And these are just some of my favorite pillows that I always had for this room. And this is another gorgeous piece of needlework that my daughter made for me with my initial on it, some thistle flowers, as well as other pretty flowers and leaves and just beautiful things. I love it. It's a Victorian pocket, more so in the actual Victorian pocket style. So now I have two with this tartan. It's my favorite, tartan, so I guess if I was of that ethnicity, this is what I would choose if I had a choice, which men usually made the choices, of course. I would fight my husband to get this to be our clan's design. So let's continue from where we left off before. We were here at my shoe shine kit. And my shoe shine kit is a vintage piece as well. And so that's, another thing, because I have a lot of people who are organizers who also watch the channel. And I, of course, am part of several organizing groups. I would say, remember to look for non-traditional storage. You don't have to store things in ugly plastic bins or just in baskets, but I do believe in baskets. One of the things I would say about baskets, try different textures, different wood grains, etc., versus everything being exactly the same. It'll add more of a visual interest, and honestly, it'll just be a little less boring. So, also, non-traditional areas to put things, like my husband hung these cabinets in here, I don't know, a long time ago. And in them I have, here I think I have overalls, short alls, as well as here I have shirts. And then I have another set of cabinets on this side, which have like sort of like the same things, but I think I have skirts on that side, shorts as well, and shirts, of course, and more overalls. So I realize overalls is definitely a thing that I like. I always knew that though. And here I have my perfume collection. It might look larger than when you saw it the last time, and that is because it is. And why is it larger? Simply because perfumes I had stored elsewhere, I now put up here with their brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, etc. And that's not all of them, you guys. There's still more elsewhere. And then I added, which I always intended to do, I just never did it. I added some family photos, my two favorite family members, besides my daughter and my husband, are my grandmother and my uncle, who unfortunately are no longer with us. If they were still living, they would be over 100 years old. So I get it. And my grandmother almost lived. She was within weeks of her, just like a week and a half of her 99th birthday or so before she died, which was unfortunate, horrible, and I wish we had rescued her from the South and brought her up here where she would have received primo care. She probably, definitely would have made it to 100 with no problem. And my uncle, he was the coolest, most fashionable dude that I knew. And he knew how to dress, whether it be on a budget or not. I always loved the way that he dressed. And this is me as a tiny tot. So yes, I put my baby picture in here. Unfortunately, my mother is no longer with us, and when the house was sold, you know, we were able, thankfully, to recover our baby pictures. So, yep, there you go. There it is. It took years to get here in this house, but it's here. And here I have, this is actually a full-length mirror. And yes, I added some lighting behind it. And here I have more clothing. But you guys, this rack had, the shirts are here now. These are the shirts and a couple robes and a couple coats. We do have an entire coat closet. So that's the other thing, is like, if you can move things to other places in your house, not as storage, but because it makes sense. If you have a coat closet, put your coats in there. Take out the coats and jackets you know you'll never wear, or you just ask yourself why. And just keep what you have, and then you can use your other proper storage areas for that proper storage. And this used to be dresses, suits, and I think I had a couple robes here. And this was filled from this wall all the way to about here. And now you can see these are the shirts, like I said, a couple jack coats and a few robes, and this is all there is. The shirts used to be here, and it went from here. No, I did not. Let me start here. It went from this corner all the way to about here. And yeah, look at how much I got rid of. It's crazy. I believe in tea always. So this is my little vanity, of course, another vanity mirror, but I also double it up as my tea tray. And yes, if you come into this room without permission, you might end up in a little bit of trouble. And I have a couple candles, which I would never burn in this room, obviously. That's not true. I mean, I wouldn't burn them here. I would take them to this location and burn them there. But honestly, the chances of me burning candles in here is very low. I love Yankee candles only, but I don't burn them often. However, they should be present in this room because it's a thing. And then this is another area for seating, for like if I need a step stool, and storage. So this serves like three purposes, and I guess number 4 as a tea tray holder. And it's an oriental box, and I've had it for quite a while, and yeah, it has a home in here now, whereas it did not before. If you could see through there, that white thing is another shoe. I think they're called shoe caddies. It's exactly the same as this one, but without the artwork on it. And what else can I show you over? Oh, geez, how can I forget this? There's a vignette, of course. And here I have this wonderful print. It's printed on something that's almost like a wallpaper fabric, and it's from Tatiana in the Ukraine. Thank you so much. It's a picture of Billie Holiday. Life is beautiful, and notice the word beautiful there. And notice the word beauty here. There's a connection. Also, this cute Simplicity Sewing pattern box that was given to me by Susie of Washington State. She's always so nice and understanding, and we can like write back and forth about things, and she's just the coolest person. She's one of 3 pen pals that I have. And here I have one of my absolute favorite hats that I got when I was very young. I think I was like in high school, and my mother's like, why do you want that hat? It's so old-fashioned. And then she realized that I liked old-fashioned hats and things, and that's why she also gave me some of her purses. So love, love, love that hat. And yes, this is doing double duty. It's actually an earring. And this picture is not doing this justice, but it looks like a bunch of little bunched up daisies, sort of, with rhinestones. And I actually use that as a hat clip. I use it as a scarf clip. I've used it in my hair, and now it's on the neck of this mannequin head with a very long neck. And here, once again, more baskets, the piggy bank collection. Yep, it's still a thing, and I was considering, should it still be a thing? I was like, yes, it's a thing. My husband still has to fix this door. That's really the only thing that's left to be done, and here's for him to repair that door. He's still working at the hospital, of course. COVID-19 is still a thing, and it's for real. And so when it's like on the list of things to do in between if he gets a decent break, or at retirement time, which is coming up before we know it. Oh, and geez, how can I forget this? Once again, more books. As I talked about in the previous video, books are life. Just like music and certain comedy is life to me. And I have another favorite pair of shoes here, another purse that was given to me by my mother. You can't really see the rhinestone, what I like about it a lot. Of course, I think rhinestones are a theme, especially if you are a brooch collector like I am. And then here, like I told you, more perfumes. There's some perfume here in this little display cabinet. And then, of course, I didn't have room. Well, actually, I could put those in there, but I decided not to. Another tribute area, but these are little things that people have given me over my lifetime that I just could not let go of. What you see in the back wall is a letter M. And, yep, another book. And just in case you guys need a reference, this is what the book is about, The History of Family. And then I have my travel cases here. I do have one more travel case that's not in this room. My third-eyed girl sunglasses. You know, another homage to Prince. And then something else I did is, I think you guys saw glances of this, I changed the carpet in here. There was no carpet in here other than the all-over wall-to-wall carpet. I put this carpet on top of that. It was very hard to get it in here because I did not know that carpet on carpet meant that the top carpet would move around. So we had to buy this special stuff to allow it to sit on top of another carpet and not move. This had to be a special order carpet because of the size of the room. So what I had to do is wait for that order to come in just to find out that I couldn't just plop it down like I thought. And so that took another like week or two for as far as stalling this project. Another thing I did is I had this oak floor It's like, I don't know, floor jewelry box, I think is what it's called. It's a piece of furniture, you guys. It's pretty huge. It's very tall. You can tell by this tower, which is this tall. It comes to here and continues, continues, continues. Then it goes across, across, across. It has 2 doors. It has all of these drawers, and it's for jewelry. And as I stated and promised to you guys at one point, I will do a tour of my different types of costume jewelry that I have. I have a lot. So you guys just tell me where you want me to start. Brooches, rings, necklaces, bracelets, watches, pins. I mean, the list goes on and on. Earrings, just let me know what you want to see first, and whatever gets the most votes, that's what I will go with. This is a homage to our doggies, mostly our dog Velvet. This is actually off of a powder holder, which would have gone on a vanity. We never found the bottom. We actually got this from a project we were working on, but we did find the top, so I put lights in it, and now it's like a light. And then I still, once again, you guys know me, more hats. Yes, I displayed some of the hats. Some of the hats are not displayed. And then here I have some things that were given to me over the decades, or I collected, just shiny gems of loveliness. And this was from a friend of mine. Congratulations on her nuptials. Belatedly, but I already congratulated her, but every time I see that, it reminds me about her and this particular person she married. I'm so happy for them. Look at these chandelier earrings. These are from the 1960s, Yves Saint Laurent. And just, you know, some of my buttons, some dress clips, some shoe clips, the sterling silver horse. You will be seeing that in another video, as well as some of, I think this one you'll see in another video, etc. This one you'll see in another video, and because they're part of a haul video, that's why I'm saying that. And here I have a casket style jewelry box. Yes, you guys, it was a thing. And, you know, once again, a piece of Victorian history. And what else? Oh, I actually added this little picture just a short time ago. I just felt like it was so befitting, and I don't know why. I just really like the subject. But I think that might be it. I really appreciate you guys tuning in to my channel. Always, thank you, thank you, thank you. I would not continue to make videos if it wasn't for you guys, especially those who are my true blue people. You've been here from the beginning. The new people, thank you so much. You are going to hopefully enjoy the ride. Remember that if you have any comments, put them down below in the video, and I will definitely answer them. Also, share the video, share the channel. There's there's a share button. You could click on that, and it's like 2 seconds to do so. It never costs you anything to subscribe to this channel. It's always free to do so. And I hope I'm a bevy of information. Down below in the description of this video, you will find a lot of information so that you can get discounts, especially giant discounts on anything, whether you shop at Macy's or shop at Target. It does, and everything in between. There's a Roycoton link down there. Please use that, as well as other information that you see down there that is also useful. I am thinking about doing a redesign of either my studio or my lounge. So I have what my husband calls a ladies' lounge, but I also have a studio where I do my artwork, crafts, as well as eBay, of course, reselling. And if you guys want to see a redesign of those, either one of those areas, let me know which one you're most interested in, and I can do that. But thank you once again for tuning in. Remember that your health is your wealth, and without your health, you have absolutely nothing. So please, please, please take care of yourselves and have a wonderful day.